So the first question was 19.1H. So probably because this is two fractions added, subtracted, we're probably just going to work on simplifying. So we're going to find a common denominator, right? And then add these. So let me just do the little common denominator thing on the side. Common denominator is s times square root of s plus 1, right? So we're going to have a common denominator of s times the square root of s plus 1. Right? That's the goal, to add fractions. And so the numerator here, this one's still 1. We're not changing it, but this one right here is going to be square root of s plus 1. Right? So we've got 1 minus square root s plus 1. Let's see. So what happens if we try to, at this point, go to 0, then we still have a problem in the denominator. We still get a 0 in the denominator, right? So we might have to think about some other thing we can do. We do see a radical here, so maybe let's try that. Okay, we're using that cue that you might want to take that and multiply by the conjugate. We do both numerator and denominator by it. That way we're really just multiplying by 1. So we get the square of the first minus the square of the second when we're multiplying conjugates.
Question.
Yep.
Why did you multiply with this? You said the conjugate, but I don't.
Yep, conjugate means that when you have two things subtracted, the conjugate is when two things are added. And anytime you have a plus b times a minus b, that equals a squared minus b squared. So what it does is when you're dealing with square roots, it'll get rid of the square root for you. So this is a trick to get rid of the square root. So we see that happen right here. The square gets rid of the square root, right? So now we're left with just s plus 1. Now the question is, why does that even help us, right? But have a little faith. It'll work out. So here, I'll point out that the numerator is going to end up simplifying to what? This is minus s minus 1 when you carry through that minus sign. So those 1s are going to cancel. And all you're left with is minus s, right? So this whole thing is actually minus s instead, right? Now this s and this s will cancel. And what I'm left with is minus 1 So I had a minus s, right? Minus 1 over square root s plus 1 times 1 plus square root of s plus 1. Right? Okay, now you're like, wait, isn't that more complicated? Why did we do all that? Well, let's stop. Let's pause. Let's think about the limit as s goes to 0. What happens? Do you still have a problem? If I go ahead and just plug 0 right in, do I still have that indeterminate form?
There,
Yeah.
right? Like, you know where it came from, but I don't get, actually, I don't recognize it at all. How did you get the negative s?
So this right here, I distributed the negative sign. I got 1 minus s minus 1. Those ones cancel.
Okay.
I got minus s. Okay, so I'm going to plug 0 in here. I could do a table, but let's just see if we can do it directly. And we get minus 1 over square root of 0 plus 1, 1 plus square root of 0 plus 1. This is 1, this is 2, and I get minus 1 half. Is that the answer? No? Yeah. That is the answer. It's a nice problem because it combines the simplification trick with the conjugate trick. So it's 2 algebraic tricks that you actually have to use to solve the problem.
But, on the screening, on the right, you cross off to go one, looks like an H thing.
Oh, so it didn't cross off. Sorry, that was a weird computer thing. It just kind of appeared when I tried to change the screen. Sorry.
So that's-
It's not crossed off. It's still
so
there.
it's still a plus.
Yeah, it's down here. So yeah, that's still a plus sign.
Plugging